So if you're in the market for your next two-door sports car and you're not looking to purchase a Mustang or a Corvette, I may have found a hidden gem that you should consider. And here it is. Our friends at DNA Autohaus just took in on trade this 2008 Aston Martin V8 Vantage. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you why that this is probably the best value for a two-door sports car on the market right now. So first of all, let's talk about looks. Aston Martin did a fantastic job when they designed this car, and it's a design that didn't change for almost a decade. One of the best things about the design of this car in particular is that this is not something that you're going to see at your stereotypical car meet. When you pull up to Cars and Coffee, you're going to be parked in the exotic section because, after all, it is a British exotic sports car. Also, not to mention, it has one of the coolest doors of all time. Now, one of the cool things about this one in particular, this was a factory option for the Astons. You get a custom umbrella for the car. Now, for most American sports car and muscle car guys, a British car is going to be a little intimidating, but also we've been made to believe that these things are full of electrical problems and oil leaks. But here's something that you need to keep in mind. This car is a 2008 and it was built mid-2007. Up until late 2007, Ford actually owned Aston Martin. They also owned Jaguar, and the 4.3-liter V8 that is in this car is derived from a Jaguar V8, which was derived from a Ford modular 4.6-liter V8. So ultimately, you're getting a Ford V8. So one of the places that this car actually does get a lot of backlash is the interior. So a lot of folks don't like the fact that because Ford did own Aston Martin at the time, they were able to go through the parts bin and pull out a lot of different pieces from the multiple companies that Ford owned during that time period. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, for instance, these rockers and this knob and these buttons, these are all derived from Volvo. Also, this key is based on a Volvo key. So what that actually means is that if you need to get a replacement, you don't have to break the bank to do that. So why do I think this car is such a great value? Well, other than the fact that you're basically getting a Mustang in a tuxedo, this car right now, as its price, is less than $40,000. And you're probably wondering to yourself, why is it so cheap? Well, that's because that this car in particular comes with a Sportshift automatic transmission. And the cars with the 6-speed manual are the ones that are generally sought after. But in my opinion, the Sportshift isn't a bad transmission, it's just misunderstood. And once you learn how to truly drive the car, it's actually really fun. Now, what do I mean about truly learning how to drive the car? So if you leave the transmission in drive and you just let it shift on its own, yeah, there it is. There is a huge lag in between shifts. And that's basically because this transmission is essentially a clutch with a computer that's telling it when to shift. Now, in this same car, if I take it out of comfort mode and I shift myself, as long as you follow the correct procedure, it's actually really, really well done. And how is that achieved? Well, it's just as simple as letting off the gas during the shifts. That's it. Like I said, they're not bad transmissions, they're just misunderstood. If you just take the time and think through the process, this car is an absolute blast to drive. Rev it up. Shift and go. Oh, so great. And it sounds fantastic. It also rev matches on the downshift. That's just, this car was built in 2008. So at the end of the day, if you're in the market for an amazing grand touring car with an American-inspired V8 and classic looks that won't go out of style, then you should be looking at the Aston Martin V8 Vantage. And if you're looking for a fantastic value, consider getting one with a Sportshift transmission. I'm telling you, you won't regret it one bit.
I want to give a massive shout out to the team over at DNA Autohaus for tossing me the keys to this beauty. If you're interested in this specific Aston Martin, it is listed on their website right now. And honestly, I need one of you to go buy it immediately, because if I end up bringing this car home, I'm pretty sure it's going to end in a divorce. So please, save me from myself. The link is in the description below.
And as always, I'd like to say thank you for taking the time to watch these videos, and I hope you have a great rest of the week. We'll see you next time.